an endomorph. And I think some endomorphs might feel like, no,
like
I got like the lowest end of the stick. But in reality, a lot of what made me feel like better in a way was a lot of
Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Christine with Gauge Girl Training, and I am here today with a special guest, the lovely Miss Alva J. And we're here in Las Vegas, and we are talking about body types. We've actually found each other on the internet, actually through YouTube.
Yeah.
And as you guys have known, like Alva has had an amazing success story, and today we're going to talk about our body types. I'm a mesomorph.
And I'm an endomorph.
Today, Alva and I are going to talk about some of the misconceptions, some of the challenges for each body type, and we're also going to showcase some fun workouts for you in some upcoming videos. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so if you want to know what your body type is, we're talking about ectomorph, endomorphs, and mesomorphs. There is a quiz on GaugeGirlTraining.com. The link is below. You can go through these series of questions and figure out which one is your body type. And the reason this is important is because it's going to dictate how you should train and how you should work out. So I wanted to ask Alva some questions about training for your body type. And what things have you learned about your body type now that you know that you're an endomorph, and how has that helped you with your journey?
Well, definitely my nutrition is probably the thing that I had to dial in most. I learned that carbs weren't like the huge enemy, but I did have to watch them more than the average person who's a mesomorph or an ectomorph, you know? So definitely that, and just more protein, I find. And with training, I've learned that for me, I don't think I could ever fully not do cardio. I think I have to at least like 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be anything excessive, especially right now where I'm not really focusing on losing more and more body fat. I do like 10 minutes, but I mean, there's ectomorph women that rarely do cardio because they don't need to.
I think that's a really good point you bring up, because a lot of people think if you're an endomorph like Alva, that it means you stop eating carbs, and that's not true. You need them. But it just has to be dialed in and targeted for the right amount for your needs. Now, some endomorphs do well on keto, but Alva is not on the keto protocol. She includes carbs on a regular basis. And she's a great example showing that you can still include carbs in your regimen.
I feel like for what I wanted to achieve, I want to lose 30 pounds. From what I hear, sometimes when you want to lose strictly body fat or just you have like 60 plus pounds to lose, keto might be a better option. But I knew that I didn't want to let go of carbs either. So maybe my process was a little bit, not slower, but very realistic. I think I lost 30 pounds in 8 months, almost a full year. So that's pretty, not slow, but it's pretty normal. But yeah, I definitely lost weight still eating a pretty generous amount of carbs.
And if you think about that, I mean, that rate of fat loss, if you're talking like, so 8 months and approximately 30 pounds, that's around 1 pound a week, and maybe even slightly slower than that. And there's so many of you guys who want to lose like 2 pounds a week and are so obsessed with like hitting a number. But Alva's such a great example of like, take it slow and steady and just stay consistent, because it's definitely like not worth it.
And now I could eat, you know, some days I could probably even indulge a little bit more, and it doesn't shock my body so much because I was already eating a pretty normal amount, just in a deficit. So it's kind of cool when you really do things slowly. It pays off even more after you're not so like, oh my god, I can't eat this because I'm going to bloat. Because your body just starts to get used to, you know. A little bit more food, a little bit less food.
Alright, so we're talking about misconceptions for the different body types. And what would you say was like your biggest challenge as an endomorph?
I was first so scared. I was like, oh, I'm an endomorph. And I think some endomorphs might feel like, no, I got like the lowest end of the stick. But in reality, a lot of what made me feel like better in a way was a lot of the women that you see like really praise on TV, and like a lot of them are endomorphs who just take care of themselves, you know. And what I mean by that is, I didn't mean that in like in a rude way, but like actively, you know, physically, like Jennifer Lopez, Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
So I feel like you don't have to be like, I'm an endomorph, I'm never gonna lose weight.
It's so
Yeah.
true. It's so true because I think for each body type, we have to embrace
Exactly,
what we
yeah.
have. And just like we were talking earlier, like if you're an endomorph, learn to embrace and accept that. It's going to show you what you can accomplish.
Yeah.
Because if you're an endomorph, you're going to have booty. You're gonna
Yeah,
have
more
you're
curves.
gonna have more curves.
Yeah.
And for an endomorph to want to look like a ballerina, because I remember back in the day that I went,
Kate Moss.
yes, everyone wanted to look that way, but it's just not realistic.
Yeah, like Victoria's Secret models.
Yes.
It's just not gonna happen for me.
If that was your goal, like you would be so upset every day
Yeah.
because and then vice versa, if you were a natural Kate Moss, Victoria's Secret style body, it's going to be very hard
to get a Kim K.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it is. And like we were just saying, like you will have to eat a whole lot more. So the whole goal here is to give you guys tools and resources so you know how to eat for your body type, how to train for your body type. So check out the quiz, you guys. It's meant to make it really easy for you. We have a lot of awesome resources, and we're just thrilled to be able to support you guys with your goals. And I think Alva here is just an amazing example of it just truly embracing her body type. And I think it's so important for people to see a successful endomorph, because if someone's like, oh my gosh, I'm an endomorph, it's like, no,
I can't eat.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, yes, you have a different set of circumstances and challenges, but now knowing that, you can make improvements with that.
And I feel like I would be like, I'm never going to be one of those girls that eats 3,000 calories, and I'm not, you know, but I learned that my body doesn't need 3,000 calories. Well, maybe an ectomorph girl needs that. I just don't.
I think it's funny you say that, because I've had ectomorph clients. I've had girls up to 400 grams of carbs.
Oh my god, I could never.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they were like, Christine, I can't eat all the food, but like they're eating it, they're getting their waists are getting smaller and this and that. But like, what calorie range are you finding is working well for you?
Like 2,000, 1,900, which isn't a lot. It is a lot of food, but if you compare it to how an ectomorph eats, it's nothing, you know. But you have to learn that you're just not gonna. Sometimes you're just not gonna have what other people have. Like, yeah, they might be able to. You have to look at the pros and the cons. They might be able to eat more, you know, but they might have to work extra hard to get more curves.
Yes.
While like an endomorph just kind of has it, you know.
Exactly. And it's funny because as a mesomorph personally, like one of my problems is because I can lose weight so easily. Like if I just stop paying attention, like I'll pack it on, and it's because it goes everywhere evenly. And like if I want to add size, I have to really be like training really hard, really focused. So but you know, there's pros and cons to everything, you guys. So we just want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure that you subscribe over to Alva's channel. Check out all of her content. She's got a lot of great videos on her transformation story, which is so inspiring, you guys. So check out her content, and we will talk to you soon.